How's it going, everyone? My name is Sinikle, and welcome back to Fata Morgana. We're going to go ahead and continue on from where we last left off, and if you're wondering where that was, as always, there's a link in the playlist, link to the playlist down in the description below, so go ahead and check it out. And without further ado, let's just jump right on in with Ghost Story. Sounds interesting. There's something that actually happened to another maid. She heard a sound in the middle of the night. A sound like dripping water. At first, she thought it was raining, so she looked through the window, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky to cover the stars. Maybe it's a faucet, she thought, so she stepped out of her room and into the corridor. Compared to her room, it was unearthly chilly. The maid regretted not bringing something to cover herself with. But that didn't make any sense. Normally, the temperature wasn't that much colder outside her room. Her night clothes had always been more than enough for a trip to the lavatory. Wondering what the reason could be, she made her way toward the sound. But then she realized something. There were no faucets in the direction she was going. Rather, she was headed towards the hall. The mansion where she served had many halls, but this one was far in the corner of the house. The least used hall of them all. It had a high roof, but not a lot of space, so it was difficult to make good use of. It also had a somewhat heavy air to it, a very curious room. It was the kind of place you might assign someone to clean as part of their hazing. Haze this! Anyway, when the maid realized the sound was coming from that particular hall, she, as you might expect, let out an uncomfortable sigh. But there might be a leak, and having noticed, she couldn't simply ignore it, you know? So, as much as she hesitated, she pushed open the doors to the hall. There was nobody there, and it didn't look like anything was leaking either. There were no puddles or water stains anywhere to be found. But she could still hear the sound. Drip, drip, getting louder and louder. Slowly stepping further into the room, looking left, then right, then left again. She searched for the source of the sound, coming to a stop in the center of the hall. She stood there still, quiet, and then a chilly spot on the nape of her neck. With a little yelp, she reached back to feel her neck, but it wasn't wet. Confused, she slowly, barely tilted her head backwards. And there hung a bloody skeleton from the ceiling. Oh! That's rich! Amazing! Oh my god, you scream like a little girl! You pussy! Maria, you little... My god, are you men or children? This is my house. Wait, what? Maria saying this? Damn, alright, alright, alright. Okay, Maria, alright. This is my house, and I would rather you didn't talk about it like that. Whose words were those again? Shut your mouth. How do you know about that? Were you eavesdropping? And another thing, I do not care for the sort of stupid, fantastical tales you women so love to pass around? Because they scare you? Ah, you've never been able to handle anything scary, Jacob. Whoa! Don't glare at me like that. You're gonna destroy my sides. Damn. A little flirty flirt? Your sides, eh? Like, you think he's looking at your curves? I mean, maybe. Anyway. So, did you come here for the sole purpose of telling me all that cheap tripe? Acting tough after the fact that just makes you look twice as much of a wuss. Oh. Well. Well, I mean, I did make up a good half of it, but the maid really did hear a sound in the middle of the night. And it came from the back hall of this very mansion. Dun dun. Did you know? They say it used to be a chapel. Really now? Right. Again, I have no interest in you women's little ghost stories. Is that so? You sure you are not just scared? Maria? Well, that said, the rumors aren't completely unfounded. This is a pretty old mansion, and it's had a lot of work done on it. Kinda feels like it's barely holding itself together. Like a big old quilt with pieces from all different time periods. The back hall is one of the oldest patches. There's a huge window in the far end, and supposedly there used to be a stained glass in it. Like the one we saw in the vision before entering this door. Ah, interesting. It used to be a depiction of an archangel. Yep, okay. Talking about the same one. Got it. They say. Such a shame. I wonder when it was broken. If it were still there, I bet it would be worth a fortune! Ooh, maybe. But wouldn't you want to keep that in your place? Who knows? I guess it depends on the person, right? I mean, whoever buys the home, it's up to them, right? I find that hard to believe. First of all, why would anyone put a chapel inside a mansion? You've got a point, I guess. Now, how about you do some actual work instead of distracting yourself with all this nonsense? I do work. But, the other maids can be a bit nasty, you know? Dealing with other women is like walking on glass. Hey, that was Maria saying that, not Jacob, surprisingly. Am I to blame for that? What if I said you were? Oh. Don't give me that look. They're just not fond of me. Simple as that. Nothing you could do about it. Is that so? Oh yeah, I was talking to the madam, and she was telling me you used to be quite the gentleman. Were you perhaps, actually in love back then? You sure don't act like it. It's so easy to miss. But I guess you are not made entirely out of steel. Just like when we, wait, what? So Maria knows her from when they were younger? Or he was younger? That's interesting. Interesting. Little tidbit of information. Just like when you were younger, you are still... Do not speak of that. Oh. Okay. The past is not worth remembering. It is unnecessary. So to you, the past exists just to be the cast aside, excuse me. Nah, it's not important. You don't want me to talk about it. I won't talk about it. But your wife? Never mind. I'll leave you be. I have to get back to work soon, or I'll be staring down the head maid's Arctic smile. Alright. If the fancy strikes me, I'll drop by and we can trade more ghost stories. Maria. Hmm? What? No ghost stories? No, not that. I have not forgotten those days. But, no, it's... I think I see what's going on between these two. Oh, okay. Is it unrequited love? Or maybe just not? Does Maria like Jacob? Probably. I guess that's to be seen, huh? Okay, yeah, she does. Interesting. So I've got a triangle here. Gotcha. I'll be off then. So does this mean Maria's just playing coy with the madam? With her? Just acting friendly? Or does she really mean to be friendly? That's a good question. Alright. These do end in tragedy, though. Tragedy strikes again. Alright. If the fancy strikes you, drop by and we can trade something other than ghost stories. What did I tell you? I'll consider it. Goodbye. This is getting interesting here. Oh yeah, see. Couldn't tell her again, eh? Man, you are such a coward. God damn it. I can't escape anything. He's a coward! I'm joking. It is tough to announce a confession of love. Ah, we're back here, huh? Whoops, wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot. Reprise. Okay. Ah, they have grown to be so beautiful. Such a wonderful fragrance. The scent of roses is so calming. I wonder why that is. Would it cause any trouble if I picked one? Now, here's the thing. Do they remember each other? Probably not, right? Well, I would think the maid remembers her. But not the girl to the maid. Maybe. Well, hello there. Out for a midnight stroll, are you? I did not notice it was dark out, because it looks cloudy from the background, but okay. It's dark, it's nighttime. Gotcha. Quite a peculiar hobby, madam. I cannot spend as much time as I would like outside during the day, so I end up coming out here at night. I apologize if I startled you. Oh no, not at all. There is a chilling, captivating beauty of the sight of your snow-white form standing there in the moonlit garden. I would hardly... What are you doing out so late? I saw a figure through the window. On the slight chance it might be a burglar, I thought it, well, my responsibility to ensure they did not break in. It was also the middle of the night when the grocer's servant broke into their safe. News of that spread quite far. I am sure you would have heard about it. Oh. That's a similar thing she said in the previous doors, by the way. That was very similar to what she said prior in the... I don't know if it was the first door or the second door. I'm very forgetful like that. Or maybe both. Whoops, I hit my mic. Sorry. Oh, but Gamache was imprisoned some time ago. Sorry if I butchered the name. Dear me, cannot seem to get my head out of the past. Okay. Do you intend to give that white rose to someone? Yes. I was thinking about giving it to my husband. While I expect he has little fondness for such feminine tastes, the scent of flowers has a truly calming effect. He might find it relaxing when he needs a reprieve from his work. Oh, is that so? You are very kind-hearted. Speaking of white roses, the rose he meant to give you was the same shade of white. Oh? He? But when you touched it, it turned a deep shade of red. Why is she... Oh, God, why is she doing this? Okay, that's from the first story. The first door. Okay. So how the maid is speaking right now. It makes me think that each male role that we partake in, like the beast in the last one, and now here with Jacob, is it like some kind of like reincarnation or something? But why are we changing, but she isn't? Why is she still the same, but we aren't? I'm very confused. But the way the maid is speaking is as if reincarnation is happening. And... I'm just getting more and more fucking questions, man. I'm getting no answers, but a lot of questions. And when one answer does get answered, more questions rise, man. I'm broken. I'm broke. I'm. God damn it. All right. Continue on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You didn't have to do that. I remembered by myself. Thank you. There was but a single white rose in the garden, so he was unable to give it to you as he had wished. In its place, he had a decorative rose fashioned for you. What exactly are you referring to? Oh dear, do you not remember? Then am I to assume you have forgotten what happened to the rose accessory as well? He was unable to give that to you either. But that time, because he rejected the gift. I am not criticizing you for that decision, of course. You had a perfectly good reason for not accepting it. Heartbroken from having lost you, he buried the rose in this garden. Over the years, the roses in the garden withered away, and in their place grew a thick, unsightly nest of weeds. Many, many years later, that accessory was dug up by a beast. What in the bloody hell is going on? God damn! I need a drink. And curiously enough, it had not a speck of rust on it. A beast. You do not remember him either? Words? You do not remember him either. The foreign man who, through his interaction with you, almost regained his humanity. I'm sorry. I have no idea of what you speak of. The only gift I have ever received from a man is my Finicus wheel. And furthermore, I have only lived in this mansion for a year. While the garden was not as thriving as it is now, it was certainly not in ruins when I arrived. Because I had been taking care of it, yes. But, for whatever reason, by my hands alone, I was unable to make it into anything quite as splendid as it as it is now. Once you arrived and began to work on it, however, just look around. You have restored it to its former glory, to the magnificence of the flaxen-haired family's time. Oh, silent there. Okay. I promise, I am not trying to fault you for anything. Now that I think about it, it makes sense you would not remember. Though you are still you, you are different than before. Different? Though not in the sense you are a wholly distinct person. Tell me, is your name... Again? My name is... Yes? I am so sorry. I'll stop doing that if you all want me to. They did that in the last door, so I figured I might as well continue it, right? Oh, shit. What is he saying? Gibberish. I invented gibberish. Come at me, bruh. What? I don't know. But you should already know that. Again? Okay. More proof that you are indeed you. Did you know that your current name is pronounced the same as the name of the person you are waiting for? Wait, what? Waiting for? Is it related to the vision we had prior to opening this door here? Interesting. Okay. What are you talking about? I have met you many times, and I know of your past, of events that transpired long, long ago. I'm telling you the truth. I first came to this mansion just a year ago. Until then, I had never left my country, or even set foot out of my own house. We do not have many servants, either. So where, then, are you saying we met? This mansion, of course. But I'm telling you the truth. It's like a brick wall here. It was a year ago, shortly after my parents fell ill and received an offer for my marriage. I knew something had to be done. I knew it, and I'm telling the truth. If that is what you remember, then I do not doubt you. But I also suspect I know why you seem so flustered. Are there moments when your memories seem hazy? When it seems like important details have fallen through the cracks? Oh. You needn't fret. One day, eventually, you shall remember all. One day. I'm starting to think we're the woman here. We're the white-haired girl, right? I'm starting to think that. Are we? Don't answer, obviously. No spoilers, please. But I'm starting to get that feeling that we might be her. Are we? I don't know. I gotta think about this. We're still in reprise. Okay. What the hell is this? A white rose? Did she leave this here? A flower? What does she think she's doing? Is she trying to aggravate me? That garden. That damn rose garden is the whole problem. Flowers serve no purpose but to deceive. That garden is a sign of weakness. It has no place in this house. Oh boy. Okay, I can see where this is going. Approximately a week had passed since then. The white-haired girl was, as usual, spending her time in her room reading, staying inside the house. Then Maria barged in. Madam! Madam! Oh my, you're out of breath. What happened? What happened is we have a big problem. The garden! The rose garden! Yep, it's gone. Why you gotta do this, man? Why does at every turning point you gotta make me dislike you even more, you little fucktwat? You little beach! God damn it. Hee hee beach! The garden? All the roses you put so much love and care into growing are being chopped down. We'll lose them all if we don't hurry. Oh, they're still in the process. Okay. Go, baby, go! Upon hearing the news, the white-haired girl dashed from her room and toward the garden, with Maria following close behind. When she arrived, she saw a dozen or so sweaty, rugged men at work, Jacob shouting orders. The men clearly had no concept of how much a single flower was worth, no concern whatsoever for their beauty. For they mercilessly, thoughtlessly hacked away at the shrubs like they were naught but weeds. Ah! Each flower they tore from the earth extinguished another of the many lives the white-haired girl had put so much time and effort into tending for. Jacob, what are you? Oh, hello, Maria. I didn't expect you would come with her. Why would you do? Why? Why, it goes without saying. This house has no need for a garden. Damn flowers have no place here. Might as well do something worthwhile with the soil. A miniature railroad would be a better use of the space, and certainly a great deal easier on the eyes. Says you, bitch. I could even get my hands on some genuine wheels. The same wheels being used on the being used on the revolutionary Transcontinental Railroad. 10 or 20 years down the line, they'll be worth a fortune. Are you sure about that there, bud? Are you sure? Are you really sure? Are you double sure? Are you triple sure? Are you quadruple sure? Bitch! Jacob. You know how much this garden meant to me, do you? No, he don't give no fucks! Did it honestly have no place here? Flowers have a calming effect on people. They give you peace. They are not by any means worthless. So you're saying that White Rose was your passive-aggressive way of telling me to calm down? Not at all. I simply thought you... At the end of the day, you are just using them for your own purposes, to trick and deceive. To you, this rose garden was nothing but... Jacob, you've gone too far. This isn't right. Gone too far. This is my mansion. What I do with my property is my business. With that rose arc out of the picture, we'll have a much better view. There won't be anything blocking the sun any longer. Weren't you supposed to be sensitive to sunlight? Spend too much time out here and you are liable to fall ill. Get back inside now. You too, Maria. The poor thing, though she did not say a word, was surely thinking. Are you truly that determined to rob me of my sanctuary? The words twirled around in her head, unable to make the final journey to her lips. She stood there, looking down at her own feet as her husband marched off, and listened to the screams of the roses being reaped. Reaped from the soil, from their flesh. After being torn down by Jacob, the garden reverted to the state of ruined desolation. A shame, after all the work that went into restoring it to the beauty it had under the flaxen-haired family. And as Jacob had said, in its place went scraps of metal, train wheels, prototype models, carbon rods, all that junk. These items may have had value for him, but I certainly do not think it was worth robbing his wife of a place that's made her feel comfortable just so he could store them there.
Here's the thing, buddy. Get a goddamn storehouse, warehouse, whatever you want to fucking call it, okay? Build a garage. I don't fucking know. You don't have to be a mega bitch. Okay then, buddy? Okay.
Besides, I was rather fond of the rose garden myself. The roses seemed to evoke a sense of nostalgia in me. Good for you. I felt as though somewhere far beyond the edge of my memories I had seen another garden of roses, modest though it may have been. But I cannot remember when it was. Does that come as a surprise to you? I am quite sure there are periods of the mansion's history of which I am not aware. But in any case, Jacob had caused many people great pain in order to repurpose that garden for himself. And he continued to walk all over his wife, the cunt that he is. Whenever she tried to do something kind for him, he would brush her off, saying that's not your place. He paid no mind whatsoever to the looks of dejection that rose to her face each time he rejected her. I was beginning to wonder if anything she had said about the man he had been a year earlier was actually true. And if it was true, could a person really go through such a drastic change of heart in such a short period of time? What do you think, Master? No. I have spoken enough about me already. I seem to be talking a lot about myself this time, but that is hardly appropriate behavior for a maid. Now, let us return to our tale. That evening, the white-haired girl sat in her room staring sorrowfully at her finicky wheel. A small mirror before her. She tried spinning the paper disc, but it was just not the same as before. Her husband was not there at her side, and even more critically, there was not a smile on her face. And then she heard a faint knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's me, madam. It's me. May I come in? Oh, Maria.
Of course. Come in. What are you doing here at this time of night? Was just wondering how you were doing. Should I have left you alone? Oh, it's no trouble at all. I am always glad to have you. You are making me blush, madam. I got the feeling you were a little down in the dumps. So, I'm not here because I need to be. I just kinda ended up here, I guess. Maria. Sorry, I'm not making any sense. I could be a bit of a busybody, you know? Trouble with boundaries, I guess. Never been able to fix that, though. No, I don't consider you intrusive at all. I cannot count how many times your bright smile and cheerful energy have shone a light on me when things get dark. If I didn't have you, I would have given up already. You seem to see right through me. Even now. You are exactly right. I am feeling a little dispirited. That garden was an even bigger life raft than I thought. Perhaps I am being overly dramatic, but the roses were almost like children to me. I get it. I do. You put your heart and soul into tender that garden. No, I said everything right. That sentence is a little weird. It was obvious how much you loved them. Of course it's gonna hurt watching a bunch of men stomp all over your flowers when you cared for them like your own children. Now, I know I said this once already, but you don't need to force yourself to put up with him. Really. You don't have to bend to his will just because you're a woman. You can survive without him. Anytime you want to walk away, that's your choice. I mean, I'd sure be lonely if you left, madam. But your happiness is more important than any of that. So, you know? Thank you, Maria. I truly do appreciate it. But I would still like to wait for the day I can see his warm smile once more. If you say so. Well, in that case, guess I'll just have to be there to back you up. It'll be alright. You leave everything to this holy virgin. Oh my god! You outed yourself! I'll have a stupid grin on my face no matter how down you're feeling. You really are the reincarnation of the Mother of God, aren't you? Oh, I told you, it's just a joke. Whatever. So hey, madam, how about a dance? A dance? At this time of night? Yep. And since it's so late, no loud music. All you get is a little whistling courtesy of me. Ooh. A little whistle whistle? But this room is too small for... We'll use the Great Hall. Wouldn't that put us in everyone else's way? He would probably complain about the noise too. No need to worry. Jacob's out inspecting some factory or something today. After that, he's got a meeting, so he'll be staying the night elsewhere. The rest of the maids are in their rooms chatting away. No one will notice. Where I come from, we dance all the time. We take, eat, drink, and be merry to heart. No food or drink for us, but we absolutely can dance. Dancing's a great way to forget all your cares. I am not much of a dancer. No big deal. Nobody's watching. Come on, put a little fancy perfume and let's have some fun. I don't have any perfume, though. Didn't think so. You've got all the right ingredients, madam, but you don't try to make anything special out of them. You've got so much potential, but not even a decent-sized wardrobe. At the very least, you should wear some perfume. Which is why... Ta-da! I brought some with me. The maids are in love with this stuff. It's a big hit with women all over the country. The base is vanilla, and it's got several other fragrances fragrances mixed in. There we go. Give it a try. It smells divine. But Maria, Come on, what's the harm? Just a little splash on your wrist, like this. Like this. Psst. Okay. Psst, psst, psst. What do you think? You are right. It smells wonderful. Ooh. Doesn't it? So you like it? Yes, very much so. Excellent. Now, off we go.
to the Great Hall. Are we really going to dance? You bet your butt we are. It's not healthy to hole up in your room all day. I know you can't handle a lot of sunlight, but you've still got to have some fun and move your body. Come on, let's go. Oh, Maria. Aww. I still don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if she's playing or it's actually wholesome. You know what I mean? Ooh, shall we dance? Yes, we shall. Though she looked outwardly uncertain as Maria led her forward, hand around her waist. Oh, wrist, excuse me. I saw a W and I thought, woohoo! The white-haired girl seemed to be enjoying herself on the inside. That's good. Having spent her life without a single friend, she never dreamed the day would come when she would find herself being dragged through the empty halls of a dark mansion by another woman. Maria's presence seemed to shine a light upon the quiet corridor. It would have been a very lonely trek without her. Maria spun around, gave an impish smirk, and raised her pointer finger to her lips with a soft shh. The sight of it caused the white-haired girl to chuckle quietly. The two of them, on their way to their secret private ball, were like two adolescent girls. In short order, they arrived at the Great Hall. My heart was pounding all the way here. What's there to be nervous about? It's not like you're breaking any rules. Only kids get in trouble for staying up late. Once you've grown up, you're responsible for yourself. I will say, though, that it seems rather odd for two women to dance together. Oh? If you're having a good time, what does it matter what's between your legs? Damn! Alright, yeah, true. Where I come from, there are dances where families lock arms in a big ring and go round in circles. So who says two girls can't have some fun together? True. I imagine you had many good moments with your family. Well, I don't have a family anymore. What? Alright, so, I'll show you how it's done. Watch carefully, because you're up next. Okay. With a wide grin on her face, Maria began whistling softly and prancing across the floor with an energetic rhythm. Ooh. It was not the kind of complicated dance you'd see at fancy parties. The motions were simple, flowing, and embellished. A folk dance, I suppose you might call it. She seemed to be improving a little bit as well. But in any event, the white-haired girl was captivated. Despite it being a sequence of steps anyone could replicate, Maria breathed life into the dance. She was neither as lithe as an acrobatic, nor as light on her feet as a professional dancer. She was her own lively, beautiful self. Maria twirled in place, the skirt of her maid uniform billowing gently up around her. With a smile, she extended her hand toward the white-haired girl. She hesitated for a moment, but as if being pulled forward by some invisible force, she took Maria's hand. Hand in hand, Maria ushered the white-haired girl into her dance. It was just the two of them, but you could almost see the crowd forming around them. The other people stepping up to join in. That's it, madam. Doing great. Now lift your leg up, good, and spin like so. This is not easy, Maria. I'm having trouble following along. You can do it. Looking good so far. You're a natural, madam.
Oh, Maria. I won't fall for your flattery.
I mean it. The whispers of the two girls. Okay, maybe I've had this a little bit wrong. Maybe I've had it a little bit wrong. Okay. Something's cooking. Something's cooking here. Let's go. Clap, clap. The whispers of the two girls and their muffled laughs. Step, hop, step, step. The rustling of fabric. Many different soft sounds layered atop one another, creating a little bubble of happiness in the center of the hall. The white-haired girl's movements were a great deal clumsier than Maria's, but Maria would never disparage her for that. Never. On the contrary, she showered her with praise. Good. As flustered as the white-haired girl appeared, I imagine she was quite pleased. Before long, the tightness in her face muscles loosened. A smile spread across her lips, and she began to brighten up. Awesome. See? What did I tell you? Fun, huh?
Yes, I am quite surprised, both that I can dance and that I enjoy doing it so much.
Glad to hear it. They exchanged looks and both laughed. That might have been the first time I had ever seen the white-haired girl so delighted. However, because of her infirmity, she quickly found herself out of breath, her porcelain skin flushed red. Maria immediately stopped for a break. She could surely have continued dancing for some time yet, but Maria was... How do you say this again? Conscientious of the white-haired girl's physical condition? I don't know if I pronounced it right. Oh well. She looked over at Maria regretfully. I'm getting some signals, but I don't know if they're right. I guess we'll find out, huh? Anyway.
My apologies. If only I had more stamina. I am hardly a suitable partner for you, Maria.
Sure you are. This is all to cheer you up, madam. So as long as you are having fun, nothing else matters. And heck, I'm enjoying myself plenty too. What do you think? Wouldn't it be nice to do this again sometime? Whenever you're feeling down, let's dance.
If you really do enjoy dancing with a frail girl like me, then I would be glad to.
Have a little more confidence in yourself, madam. You're so pretty and kind-hearted. I have loads of fun when I'm with you. So you don't need to be so hard on yourself, got it?
Thank you.
The pleasure is mine. It is an absolute honor to have the rare opportunity to see such a bright smile on your face, madam.
My apologies for keeping you out so late. I should get back to my room.
Oh, I didn't even realize what time it was. I'm more than up for a little more gum flapping. Hey, cool it. Oh, shit. I mean, phrasing, sure, but anyway. Anywho,
you have improved my mood more than adequately. I would not want you to be tired for work tomorrow.
Okay. Well then, let's get out of here.
Yes, let's.
Oh. Smiles on both of their faces, they made to exit the great hall. However, before they reached the door, it swung open. Okay. A man's towering shadow cast the two women into darkness, his cold, bitter glare fixated on them. If I'd had even the faintest premonition this might happen, I would have done anything in my power to stop the two cheery girls on their way to the hall. but I am eternally powerless. Why do I get the feeling something bad is about to happen? Okay. Shit. Alright, let's get it over with. What are you doing? Standing before them in the doorway was the master of the house, Jacob. I thought you would not come back until tomorrow. And how would you know that? No, forget that. Does my staying the night elsewhere have any effect on you? You were just waiting for this opportunity, weren't you? No, what would I possibly want you out of the house for? I'm sure you know better than anyone. What? What does that smell? Perfume? We need to get perfume. And I have to say, you seem to be having quite the time. Look at you. You're out of breath, red as a beet. I made the right decision to coming back. Where the hell were you going? This is getting a little bit uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Oh god! No, I wasn't going. Jacob, calm down, seriously. You shut it. Now you're taking this tramp side. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink before I go mouthing off. Okay. Oh. Oh, hell no! Really? God damn. Okay, well, nope, he has no redeeming qualities, man. He just... God damn. Alright. I have told you before, you are not to leave this house without first consulting me. What do you mean to tell me you've forgotten? God, your ears aren't just for show, alright? They're better than that. They'll even throw out the parts you don't want to hear. No, I swear, I was not doing anything for you. Silence! I have no interest in your excuses. You're always watching from the shadows, observing, trying not to step on anyone's toes. And whose fucking fault is that? And whose fucking fault is that? And in the back of your mind, you're mocking me. Where'd you get that bright idea, Mr. Einstein? Apparently Mr. Know-It-All over here. Woohoo! No, Listen up and listen good. You're just trying to step out of line here. You just try disgracing me again. You will not get away with it. For the love of God, get back to your room now. You too, Maria. Alright. God, what is this sickeningly sweet smell? How utterly infuriating. It will take forever to get this off of me. I always thought you had at least some sense of taste. Okay. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. He's just a dirtbag. He is just... Why did he have to disparage her so? What did she do wrong? What did she do to deserve that? She did nothing whatsoever wrong. She deserved none of the ridicule he showered her with. However, she was not a strong-willed woman. She did not have the courage to retort to the man yelling at her. And neither did Maria, it seemed. Without another word, they both scrambled out of the great hall, away from Jacob. The white-haired girl was a painfully miserable sight to behold. The cheer had drained from her spirit, and the rosy hue from her now pale cheeks. She was hunched forward slightly, looking like a small, scared animal. Well, this is depressing. Say, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. If I hadn't asked you to dance, and me bringing the perfume only made things worse. No, you need not feel bad about anything, Maria. Everything you did was with my best interests at heart. So, don't worry. I will be fine. So madam, I'll clear everything up. I really am to blame after all. He wouldn't even give you the time of day if you tried. He's a stubborn little shit when he's mad. I'll talk to him. He's more likely to listen to me. I'll make sure he knows he was jumping to conclusions, and that I'm the one who dragged you out there to dance. And also that I forced you to wear perfume. I'll clear everything up, okay? So please, you cheer up. It would be best if I could tell him myself. But yes, you are right. He would likely not listen to me. He rarely ever listens to me. I should be ashamed. I cannot even hold a simple conversation with my own husband. These things happen, you know? It's not easy being married, in a lot of ways. Yes. Yes, you are right. I apologize for having you do something so unpleasant, but I would appreciate that. Oh, no problem. I'm happy to. No need to apologize. I've got this. I'll dunk his head in cold water until he's not blowing steam from his ears anymore. I'll cool him down, I promise. And you never know. Maybe he'll be open to listening. You could be back to the way you were a year ago in no time. Don't you worry. I'll take care of it, madam. Be positive. You look so much better with a smile on your face. All right. Thank you. Okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was about to turn out to be. But at the same time, that was fucking harsh, man. That was actually pretty evil. And he basically just threatened her if she does shit like that again. You all saw that, right? Yeah, okay. I don't like this. Oh god. Ah! I doubted Jacob would listen, even coming from Maria. And I imagine the white-haired girl felt much the same way. However, she grabbed onto that sliver of hope. She let herself dream. She let herself believe, even just faintly, that everything would go well. Such a human nature. When uncertainty has you in its clutches, you grasp at whatever hope you can find to keep yourself afloat. That night she did not sleep. She was afraid that even in her dreams, Jacob would be shouting at her. She felt as though her memories of a year prior were beginning to crumble away. Damn. That's sad. What the hell did they just call me? What the hell was that? Not in my town. Yeehaw! Okay, anyway. He stood alone in the den. I'm not surprised. Little bitch. Shall we dance? Oh, nope. It's now Casca. Okay. Anywho. That is gonna be it today. Kind of short. But that's how we roll. That's how we do things here. In this house! I'm a boob. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I hope you all enjoyed that terrible ending, actually. Okay, I don't know why. That's why I say every episode, but that was actually rough, yeah. Well, I don't know if you did enjoy it. Probably not. That was rough, huh? Yeah, but if you did, if you would be so inclined, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there will be more Fata Morgana, of course, soon. Duh. I don't know what the hell I just said. Yeah. Sorry that uploads are a little slow right now. Yeah, I'll still try my best to bring out a video or two every week, though. So, please stick around, and I'll see you all next time for more Fata Morgana. See you then. Bye-bye.